everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Raiders are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Chiefs, who will have to try and slow them down.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
Spencer Ware is a quintessential one-cut runner. It's an offensive lineman's dream. He presses the line of scrimmage on every run and tends to carry the pile with him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with Ware. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Washington. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake. Carr. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Marquise Lee deep to return. The Chiefs bring pressure, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll leave this for Ware. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd down, 8. Now Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Caught left side, Bennett. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run it here. Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Ware, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Butker able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once. where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Robbie Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Alex Smith in the offense heading out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, and maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Carr to throw on second down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he'll bang that one through. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spinning away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we will send you... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. He's got it. This is Ware. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's caught. Humphreys. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. first down, it's Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. On play action, now Carr. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Danny Nicholas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Rashad Perriman, 77 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
And I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
On first down, Smith completes it to Lee. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. Oh, he sheds himself free. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for KC. 56 yards on the ground. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Here's Smith now on second down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. Dumps that off to Ware. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Butker able to put this one through. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So making 3 field goals for him now. And this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr now on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On the toss play, this is Washington. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's Carr. He will have a first down here at about the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give. It's Washington. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
First down and goal to go from the 7. To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr gives it off to Washington. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On is the punter King to send it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the INT. It's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So the sack on first down there by the defense. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and goal, Washington. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try again with Washington. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's Smith. They'll leave this for Ware. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. again is Smith. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So that'll back him up 5. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. One last throw here for Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can...
People